So, you want to live and work in Japan. Do you want to stay here long enough to retire? Well, we're going to talk about a little bit about retirement today. Yay! So, you want to live and work in Japan. You want to live here long enough to maybe even retire. So, there's some stuff that probably you want to know about. This came up because I was going through my subscription list and came across Dogen's video, this one that I'll show you part of in a second, about cash money in the super advanced, special, super Japanese advanced language lesson.
年収が300万円になります。また、6月と12月に1ヶ月分のボーナスが出ます。決まって出るんですか？ええ。それなら年収を350万円にした方がいいんじゃないですか？このやり方だとボーナスを与える形になります。いや、どっちみち出るんだったら代わりに基本年収をボーナスになります。そもそもボーナス。
Yeah, so bonus. So why don't they just add that $5,000 on to the end and just call it that and not give you a bonus? And particularly if, like he said, it's definitely going to come anyway, right? Well, there's a couple of things. So one, if the company is under really, really hard times, they can cancel bonuses without a penalty. Well, without a penalty for them. You will get the penalty. So think about this. The money calculated for your retirement does not include the money that you get for bonuses. So the money that they give you as a bonus does not count towards your regular wage. That would go towards your retirement fund. You might still pay national pension on it or a private pension on it, but the retirement money that the company is going to give you, bonus money is not included. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that goes for all companies. That's not part of the calculation for how your retirement is calculated when you leave the company. So, the reason that the bonus system is in place is kind of a sideways way to prevent the company from having to pay you really what you've earned over the years and recalculate it to something a little bit smaller. Saves them a lot of money per month and per year, and when you retire, it's much cheaper. So let's take this one step further. Let's say you work for a company where, I don't know, about a third of your annual income comes as a bonus, and that money is not counted towards your retirement. But what if they went one step further and split your regular monthly salary into two different kinds of salaries, and your pension and your retirement money is only calculated off of one of those? That doesn't seem right. So you have your salary, you have your monthly income, and it's separated into salary part 1 and then salary part 2, and then let's say a little monthly add-on for housing or transportation, which you would get fairly typically in a Japanese company. You'll get a small stipend for your transportation if you're commuting over a certain distance into work, and probably you'll get a small stipend also to put towards your housing. When they go to calculate how much money they will give you for your retirement package, the money for transportation won't count, the money for housing won't count, and because they've split your salary into two pieces, they don't have to count that second part either. It's not a ton, but if you're splitting your salary into first part of your salary, second part of your salary, seems like the only reason that would happen would be so that they wouldn't have to pay out as much money for retirement. It would be a way to legally prevent them from having to pay your entire salary, because remember, they're not paying your bonus. So we'll say that's a third of your salary, and then they're not paying this other piece per month. And let's say that's probably a quarter of your monthly salary. And that money is calculated for your bonus, but it's not calculated for your retirement. Seems a little fishy. Now, I'm not saying there are any companies that do this, but there probably are. And it seems like it would be illegal, but I really don't know. Who's a lawyer? Look into it. Let me know. I'm curious, legitimately curious. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.